Hi, welcome back to Page to Stage Actual Plays. And tonight we're playing Cyberpunk Red, and this is our second session of a scenario called Definitely Not Kansas from the Jumpstart kit. But we are using the core Cyberpunk Red rules. And so if you're interested in what happened in session one for Definitely Not Kansas, I encourage you to check out our first session. We are picking up the action here, heading toward Argus Black's, our Nomad, heading toward his gyrocopter as the Edge Runners are taking on their first job together, which is a pretty good paying run. At the end of it, if they complete it, will be they'll have 17,000 euro bucks, and right now they are heading to the drop to get that first 10,000. So, with that, I'll turn it over to our players. Arcus we left off with leading his crew to his family's kind of hidden junkyard where he has his vehicle hidden.
All right. Well, where okay, it's just right through here. You just gotta lift up this tarp and uh, you know. But this is my family's gyrocopter. And this will get us in and out of Yellow Brick Road's headquarters, no problem. So
Uh,
I think
Argus, you sure that thing's gonna hold us up?
oh yeah, it gets the job done. It's
Yeah.
it's sturdy. It's reliable, But just don't eat in the don't bring any snacks. Don't make a mess. Don't touch any buttons. Um, I like to listen to talk radio when I fly the gyrocopter. It's just something helps me concentrate.
Mate, should I take off my shoes before I come in your gyrocopter? Is that what you call it?
Normally I would say yes, but we're going into the war zone, so maybe probably just keep them on this time. I'll wipe it off later.
And you're sure it's gonna hold me up? I'm a big guy, man. Like I'm a little worried about this.
Oh yeah, we use this thing that smuggles stuff in and out of the city all the time. It gets the job done. It doesn't look like much, but it'll hold us up. Just as long as we don't get shot at, I think we'll be fine.
All right.
But yeah, let's what are our goals here? We're trying to figure out a way in and out of the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah. We need to go take a sightseeing cruise. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta go fly around. I'll send you the addresses right now. We got the pickup, and then we got the actual place where the Yellow Brick Road gang hangs out.
Okay.
Oh, but we're just going for the pickup first, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, we should go do the pickup, and then I think maybe take a couple of laps around this place and kind of see what's going on, and if we can use any of the things in the area.
Maybe you should send Grant to go just kind of scope it out a little bit.
I thought we were not using Grant right now. I thought we were maybe going to use him later when we don't want him to know what's going on yet, right? Like,
Yeah, that's probably for the best, actually.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah. Plus, he's going to want his cut then if we send him on this thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, but
Alright,
don't you
well,
already give them like 20% every month?
10. I give him 10. 10%. We're supposed to pay him 10. We're supposed to pay Rex 10. So that's our...
so what is he bloody doing for his 10% is my question.
I don't know yet. We haven't talked to him. We're gonna have a meeting. At some
you're
point.
saying we a lot here. Are we also being cut in on the profit?
Fine. I'll go. Do you want? I thought you was. I thought this was all like a team thing, right? We're gonna try to figure out how to make you guys is rent free too.
Yeah, no. I'm all for that. I'm just clarifying.
Yeah.
We means all of us,
Let's
right?
let's get on this hero copter here thing, and let's get down.
Okay. Before we go though, do you have anything that you want to stash?
Oh yeah. You got somewhere for my shotgun? I got my pistol here, but just bring in old Bessie just for just in case.
Yeah, so Argus kind of reaches over and just sort of makes like a quick hand motion next to the seat, and you see a compartment just sort of pop out that you can throw some stuff in.
Oh, so what happens if we take some fire out there over there in where are we going? Oh, Chinatown?
Let's just not.
Oh, All right, but you're
But
a good pilot,
what
right?
if? I'm with White Rabbit here. What if, sir?
Well, I've spent my whole life around gyrocopters and flying vehicles, and well, I've never crashed one, so we'll probably be all right.
It's a vote of confidence right there. Probably be all right. You ready? You ready, Kay?
Sure.
All right, so the gyrocopter lifts up, and as it's in the air and starts flying, really pretty much southeast, roughly from the Upper Marina. It only takes a few blocks to fly into Little China. Um, when you first fly into Little China from the air, the ground doesn't look so much different from the Upper Marina. But after about a block or two, you start to see a marked difference from the sky. Streets are pockmarked. There are groups of people that are just sitting outside of buildings. There is a greater presence of tankered, like the endings of cargo trucks that have been hollowed out to make homes. Some of them are stacked on top of each other, and you just see an array of well, plight. So as you're looking down below, even from here, you can hear gunshots coming from different parts of this, from what you see down below. And as you're flying into this, disturbingly, Argus, your GPS in your gyrocopter beep beep beeps, and it basically says, "Yes, down here is where the drop point is, where these, for lack of a better word, where the PO box is, a grouping of PO boxes, where this 10,000 euro bucks and these packages of C4 were told to you by Mr. Salazar that this is where they are at." And so that's what beep beep beeps right as you were hovering above what I just described.
So not a building.
It
There
is
a building.
it is a building. It's only a one
But there's
story.
a bunch of weird stuff outside. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was just all over. Yeah,
It's all over,
Yeah, it's just pretty much all over. And so, it's a one-story building. It does not have a landing pad or anything on top of it for a gyrocopter, but there are a few buildings surrounding it that look like you could probably land a copter on top of it.
All right.
You think we should put down in the street or up on one of those buildings there?
Definitely up on one of these buildings here. I don't really,
Well,
don't
we
really
could
trust
send one of us could go inside and we could just park at park right in front of the door. One of us runs inside, one of us runs out.
Are you saying like drop you in the street and then do circles until we get signal?
No, well, I mean, how long is it going to take me to run in and get a PO box? Give
Okay.
White Rabbit my shotgun and I'm going to run in.
Oh, I don't use shotguns, mate. No, it doesn't look real
It's
safe
just
down
point
there.
and click, man. That's why it's a shotgun. Push.
Actually, this is a good point to bring up, Kay. Do you have both sets of ammunition for a shotgun? Do you have the
No,
slugs?
I only have slugs.
Okay, you don't have shells. Okay, good to
I
know.
don't have shells.
Good to know.
But Seth doesn't need to know that. I mean, White Rabbit doesn't need to know that.
Well, shells are only
Oh.
effective at 6 meters, but they do damage to everybody at 6 meters. But
fantastic.
slugs are more like firing single shots.
Yeah.
So
And it's only like
I don't know,
4
Kay.
rounds
I'm
in the
with
clip or something.
White Rabbit on this one. If there's anything I like, it's not making a scene when I don't have to.
All right. So which one of these buildings you want to look at? White Rabbit, can you tell us anything? Like, can you see any signals in these buildings that you can tell us about that we can get on?
Unfortunately, mate, I got to be within 6 feet to scan for their access point.
Hmm.
Oh, I can do that.
6 meters.
Oh, 6 meters. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
It's
6
okay.
meters we
He's
can
still
do.
getting used to the standard system. Not the king's measurement.
Those Brits.
Oh wait, meters are the feet size one. Never mind.
Yard
size.
size.
Or-
That's
oh
all
no,
it
no,
is.
no, yeah. So we're good then. I can
6
hover.
yards.
Yeah, 6 meters over a building. I imagine in like a personal size.
It's 36 feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that-
can do that.
That's also assuming that the access point is on the roof, which is also a big assumption. I mean, it could be anywhere.
All right. Well, pick the one that's closest then. What do we see? What's the closest one we got?
All right. So you have your building is a one-story building that is sandwiched between a 4-story building that looks like it's offices, or once was an office building, and then on the other side of that is a 5-story building that is pretty much a wreck.
Either of them have like a fire escape running down the side of them or anything like that?
The 5-story building has a fire escape that goes about halfway down, and then it's gone. It's disappeared.
That's not helpful.
The 4-story building, largely intact, except a lot of the windows seem to be busted.
Do I see any other like gyrocopters in the sky?
No, you have had a couple of I don't have the name for it right now, but flying cars that have flown by that have taken a wide berth. But Argus, just real quickly, which building are you aiming for?
At this point, I'm kind of sort of hovering while we're arguing here, trying to make a decision. But
Okay.
I'm definitely leaning towards kind of whichever one doesn't look burnt out and blown out. I'm almost leaning towards just landing on the roof of this PO box building.
No, that's. I just need to hear what you were where you were at. So you were hovering. That's all. That's all I needed to hear. So Argus, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh boy. Don't like where this is headed. All right. That's just sorry. Character sheet wise, that is where
It's in the. Yes, this is the part where we all are getting used to the massive amount of skills.
Awareness skills, perception. It's the fourth one down on the left.
Yeah.
Oh, boom. Nice. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Okay. Right. So you see a missile coming toward you. It seems to be at an upward trajectory that is probably fired from a rooftop. And
cool.
So with that, you can now you can make a maneuver check. So flying a gyrocopter, because you're trained, it doesn't require a check normally at all. But anytime you have to make a sharp turn or emergency stop or a swerve, that's where a maneuver check comes in. So you see this coming at you. It is still a bit away, but oh dang, yeah. So I was going to have you do So it's the maneuver check. It's your reflex plus the relevant control skill, which in this case would be aircraft, pilot air vehicle. And so yeah, you see this coming, and I'll give you a chance to even say something to your party as you very nonchalantly just dip your gyrocopter to dodge this missile.
I'm just gonna like look over my shoulder. I assume White Rabbit's kind of sitting in the back because Kay is like window seat. Yeah, I told you so.
By the way, you rolled a 27. If you look at that on roll 20, you rolled a critical success, which means you rolled a 10, which allows you to roll the dice again. And so that's how you got all the way, because your base was 13. Nice. So that's you more than exceeded this. So you notice that came from a building about a half a block away. That is, and you see from here you could see there's just they're in ragged clothes. They're like in shredded tank tops, basically like that. And it's just two of them, and they were jumping up and down like fist pumping, and then right when you dodge, they go, and it seems like they're trying to just reload another missile.
Oh, was that a bloody missile they shot at us? Is that what that was?
Is Kate throwing up?
Seriously?
He threw up back here. Oh god.
What was that?
I thought you did boats and stuff.
But we're in the air, and there's missiles coming at us.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I don't think we're gonna get our drop right now, unless you guys want to. Do you want to go after those guys, or do you want to leave? Because I'm not gonna land while they're shooting missiles at us.
Well, so they just so that so I can set it. So you are hovering right above, down below you is the 1-story building, which is where your money is. To the left and right of it is the 5-story and the 4-story building, and then a half a block down, at approximately maybe a 4-story building or so, is the people that shot at you. So they are on top of the building. So if you not telling you what to do, but if you change your elevation either which way that it got you out of their line of sight, there's no way they could shoot at you. So it's not an not an act of them shooting at you over and over and over again. They are reloading as you're hovering up in the air. So.
Land this thing. We gotta run in there and get this stuff.
All right, so I'm gonna I'm gonna maneuver the gyrocopter.
You got any napkins in here?
If I have I got napkins? But I'm gonna land this thing. I'm gonna try to orient it so that like one of those tall buildings that's on either side of this building is between us and the rocket launcher.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
yeah, that's pretty easy to do because they're on the same side of the street in that block. So
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna land, I guess, directly on the building we need to get into.
okay,
And yeah, let's do this. This is not how I thought this was gonna go. Okay, you're gonna
August, I'm
get back.
I'm sorry about your chopper. I'll pay to have it cleaned.
It's never the same after the you can clean it all you want. It just doesn't come out.
I don't think there's any point in me hiding my shotgun anymore.
Hey, so GM, as soon as we're approaching the landing pad or whatever it is, I'm gonna start scanning for access points.
Well, it's
Okay.
not a landing pad. It's like the roof. Are we gonna have to?
Well, yeah, wherever we're landing, as we approach that, I'm
okay.
starting to scan.
So this roof is it's about 20 by 20. It's a nice square building, 20 feet by 20 feet. It's not large at all. It's enough to land your gyrocopter. It's loud. Now you're between the two buildings too. It's like the sound's just reverberating. White Rabbit, as you kind of are looking to scan, you would have to get out of the gyrocopter to start actively looking for access points. But even as you're looking out the window, opening the door, you can see that across the street there's some. I mean, they look like a booster gang. That's they have mohawks and they're just drinking cans of Smash, and they're pointing at you guys at the roof as they start crushing their cans, and then one of them's like, "Hold on," you can tell them talking to each other, and they start drinking some more, and then there's about 6 of them.
All right, Chupas, we've got some company over here. Looks like a wee bit of a booster gang.
You think they know the Andersons?
I don't know. Would you like to ask them?
So they are across the street. They're a good distance away from you for you being up on top of the roof. Just letting you know your gyrocopter's attached attention here in Little China.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So what's your guys' plan?
This is exactly what I thought was going to happen.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Is there any access point on the roof to get down?
There is. There's a ladder that's leading. Toward the back. That's leading to the back alley.
All right, August, White Rabbit, you guys stay up here, provide some cover for those people. I'm gonna run down and get our money and get our stuff so we can get out of here. I think we're drawing too much of an attention to ourselves.
All right.
White Rabbit, I'll probably be okay. I think you should go with him.
No, I'm gonna stay right here, mate, and look for some access points. Just scan around, Got a little bit of work to do here.
He's not a shooter.
Argus, this is probably a good time for our viewers. Can you describe your gyrocopter, complete with what it's armed with?
Yeah. So, funny thing about this gyrocopter is it is a smuggling gyrocopter, so it is not armed.
Oh,
It has NOS. It has bulletproof glass.
I thought you said it had a machine gun. I
Well,
heard machine gun earlier.
next level, it has a machine gun.
oh, yes. Okay, I got you now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was between the machine gun and the smuggling upgrade.
How's that going for you?
Well, the shotgun was really hidden until you pulled it out. They wouldn't have known it was there.
That's a pretty good upgrade.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
So we do have bulletproof glass.
That's
But maybe if we can avoid taking one of those rockets, that'd be in everybody's best interest.
Especially if we want to get out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so. But
Right.
yeah, aesthetically speaking, the gyrocopter is it's plain, but it's really simple. It's put together well. You can tell it's been upkept. There's maybe a few homemade parts, but it looks good.
all
Oh,
right.
it's okay. Are you
What
going in
color
or
is it?
what?
Yeah, I'm moving, man. I'm
Oh,
going down
right.
the ladder.
Are you doing it stealthily or you're just trying to book it, Kay?
I'm booking.
Okay, so go ahead and
They're
make it.
already coming.
All right, so go ahead and make an athletics check. This is
Ooh.
going to determine That's underneath your body
Oh
skills.
yeah.
And this is just determining like how fast you're getting around the side of the building. So
I had a critical failure.
So not fast.
I'm a fat man.
as you climb down that back ladder, you realize that it's a nice 6-foot drop down from the
Perfect.
building. You just you land in such a way you don't injure yourself, but it definitely rattles you. And all throughout this alleyway, there's just trash. You can see well, in fact, you see that they're rats, but you know this. Their eyes glow with a green and then a red, and they flicker. That you know they're not real. They're basically manufactured and bioengineered rats. In this part of the city, it's that they take care of some of the trash problem. They're also vicious if you ever have to have an infestation in your living quarters. And so, but yeah, you quickly shake them off, but you've lost
anything that White Rabbit could get a hold of, like with his computer powers and
no.
something. Okay.
Yeah, they don't have a net structure or anything like that.
They're not net structured. Okay.
But you see that in the alleyway, and with that 9, with your roll of 9, really what it is, you're just losing some time. You didn't quickly get around the side of the building.
Gotcha.
So as you come around the building, that's where you see the gang that's across the street, and you can hear them talking now, and they seem to be loading their heavy pistols, and they're saying, "Hey, I wonder if I can get a shot from here. If I can get that driver right through the window. What do you think?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, come on, go for it!" And they're like egging each other on. You can tell that they seem to be definitely inebriated, probably off of the smash. You see them at this point. They're more focused on the copter than you. So what do you want to do, Kay?
I'm assuming there's no side door in the alley, so I got to go in through the front.
Yeah, this is you coming out of the alleyway. You can see this happening across the street.
All right, I'm not gonna run to the front, but I'm gonna walk quickly to the front door. Like, not try to draw too much attention to myself, but also not like try to 007 sneaky it.
Okay, sure.
So I don't know what that looks like.
Awesome. So yeah, you're kind of shuffling along. I get the picture of you trying to look inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous, right?
But with your with your form and your
I know.
Yeah. So as you walk into the building, we'll get to that in 1 second. White Rabbit, unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be that this building does not have some type of net architecture. You can tell quickly, though, that you could control the lights in the building. It's not guarded. That you find a control module real fast. You don't have to. You would have to jack in just to basically flicker on and off the lights. But it's an unprotected. It's more like you finding a switch in a building, basically, without you having to be at the electrical panel.
Are the lights currently on?
Yeah, they're currently on.
On, okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is like a dead drop, right? There's nobody working the counter that I have to talk to or anything, right?
So good. Yeah. So when you walk in, there's a bulletproof glass window, and it says, "Please enter your code," and you have the code from Mr. Salazar.
Perfect.
So I'm
gonna.
you're gonna pop it in.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so when you pop it in,
out of here.
When you pop it in, those that slides into the wall, that panel, and in it you see it pretty much looks like every post office box you've ever seen. It's the technology is not really much upgraded, except that they're digital pin codes instead of keys. On the roof, Argus, you hear a bullet hit right off the bulletproof glass. And the shot was actually pretty good. You can judge that it was right at your forehead.
Okay.
White Rabbit, are you outside of the gyrocopter?
Not if I hear that shot. I guess I'll jump back in.
Well, yeah, you hear that shot and you hear it go pew right off the front glass.
Oh, it looks like they're trying to slam it on out there. I think we should probably. You got communication with Kay, August?
I've got an internal agent, so you can ping me.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I have a regular agent, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to ping you and just send you a message like, "Hey, we're taking off. We'll swoop back down. Just
wait, what? What? You taking off?
Run into the street. We got to keep moving."
All right. Fantastic.
Okay, so and right before you hang up that agent, you hear a toof, toof, and you hear a ching ching, and they ricochet also off of your off of that glass. Okay, inside there's about 50 PO boxes. You have the number to the one, and they're all in number order, and you have the number to the one that you want to go to.
Okay. Hey, White Rabbit, can you turn off the lights while you're up there?
Oh
Do I know
yeah.
that he can do that?
If we're still within range.
Oh, you've already left, haven't you?
Yeah,
Dang
I
it.
don't know.
No,
I don't want
no.
them to see me down there.
No, but starting up the well, not starting up the engine, but preparing to take off is going to take the 3 seconds. So this is all within. Remember, and around here is 3 seconds. I mean, we're not in a combat round yet, but I mean, it's all happening right now. So you could tell them that, okay, if you wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah. Cut the lights.
Cut the lights.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to my box and pull the stuff out.
Do you have a light, or do you want to describe how you see in the dark, or?
Oh yeah, I have don't I have a cyber eye thingy? That doesn't help me, does it? Nope, that doesn't help me in low light. No, so it's like I thought I was thinking like glass storefront, like a UPS store, but I guess it's probably not like that because of where it's at, right?
It's it's
I
a
assumed glass storefront. So I don't know. I'm gonna turn my light tattoos on.
okay.
Glow and yeah, you didn't know I had light tattoos on my arms and face? Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
So I'm gonna glow those. I'm gonna turn those on and glow them
Okay.
kind of a bluish white and find where I need to go.
Cool. They would give you enough of a light that you can read the numbers on the boxes, and so you find the box.
Okay.
And it has this. It needs the same pin code as you access the front sliding bulletproof panel.
Hey, is that gunfire I hear? I'm gonna send up to Argus.
No, it's like maybe a little bit of gunfire, just the tiniest bit.
Well,
Just
watch out for
run out
those
when you're
rockets
done.
too if you're taking off.
Well, we're just staying safe. It's not too bad out here. It's just safer if we're in the air.
Awesome.
All right. Kay, you open up the box.
Okay.
Okay. So inside.
And what's inside of it?
So inside is cash. There's a big wad of cash.
Perfect.
Which was the promise. Well, you haven't counted it yet, but the Eurobucks, and then there are 4 bricks of C4.
Perfect. So is it in something that I can carry, like in a box or like
So
a bag or
the cash is in one sack, and then the C4 is in another like a small little duffel sack.
Perfect. I'm gonna take what I judge to be about $3,000 and shove that into my skin pouch that I have.
Okay. Just like a wad of cash and put it in there. Okay.
Yeah. So they obviously won't remember that, or they won't see that it's more than $7,000.
Okay. Oh, that's right. If you want to, the viewers, if you want to see how Kay lied to his own party last session, you go ahead and watch. It's entertaining. So, but go ahead.
Lied a lot to his own party, and to Mr. Salazar, and to Rex. So yeah. So I have that weird skin pouch where I can hide stuff subdermally under my skin.
Okay. Like a kangaroo.
Yeah, what is it called? It's called a subdermal pocket. It has a real skin trademark zipper.
Ooh.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. And then I guess I'm gonna run back to get the 2 bags over my shoulder, and then kind of run back to the door and kind of see if I can look out and see what's going on.
Okay. You see people reloading their the 6 of them are reloading their handguns. They seem to they're not arguing amongst themselves, but there seems to be some type of debate about what they should be doing next. You hear the words assault rifle and also rocket used in the same sentence, as one of them goes and seems to be running back inside, which seems to be their building behind them.
Hey, Argus, I can hear the guys across the street. They're talking about getting some rifles and taking some pot shots at you, maybe even a missile or something. So I got the stuff. but I got to figure out where you're gonna get me. There was a 6 foot drop down to the alley, so I can't go back up to the roof. Do you want to try next door, or what do you want me to do?
Um, does the alley go back to another street?
To a trash filled dump pretty much behind you is the alleyway. It's filled with trash. But yeah, there is a spot back there. It's just tightly cramped with the buildings that are behind you.
Is there
Nice.
like a
Okay.
way that I could scramble up the trash to the top of the building, or is that?
Sure, you
I mean,
can
that
try.
might be outside of my abilities.
Oh,
Let's
you
be
can try.
honest. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get back up on the roof.
Okay, I'll
So
meet you there.
if I walk out right now, are they gonna notice me? Or are they all kind of looking up at the?
They are
gyrocopter?
still they don't seem to be really noticing you. They notice the gyrocopter that's sitting on the roof that they're trying
All
to
right, so
actively shoot
then
at.
I'm gonna start walking back the way I came.
Okay. Yeah, I assumed you were doing that as you were talking to Argus, anyways.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I was looking out the door and they're not looking at me. I'm moving.
okay, so we'll say yeah, you're at the back there. And what are you doing,
Okay.
Argus and White Rabbit? Are you guys just sitting in the copter? Are you taking off, maneuvering it, or what are you doing?
Haven't we taken off?
Yeah,
I thought you guys took off. Yeah, they're not up there anymore.
Okay, so you guys took off as he was coming out. Okay, so you're hovering back up now. Are you going all the way back up above the buildings, or where are you flying, Argus?
I'm just kind of waiting to see what those guys do.
But you are up off the ground then. Okay.
Yeah, up off the ground, just kind of hovering.
Guys, go make a loop. Go make a loop. They're gonna shoot at you.
All right.
I don't
So
think your little gyrocopter is gonna and making a loop's gonna draw some attention away from me. So if you move away from where I'm at, I can probably try to get back up on the roof a little bit more easily.
and as he's saying that, you hear Kay just shoving mounds of trash up against the building.
Just call me the trash man.
All right, so I'm gonna take a loop here, and I'm gonna be careful to keep the buildings between the other spot where they were shooting rockets at me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make the loop the other way into this other unknown spot. Let's see if we can start something else.
Okay, let's see if Kay can get back up on the roof. Kay, go ahead and make another athletics check as you're trying to use trash to jump up and
All right,
grab the
let's see how it
bottom
goes.
railing. So another critical failure. So Kay jumps up to try to grab the bottom rung, and he just falls right back into the trash.
Hey guys, I'm not gonna be able to get up the building here. There's that 6 foot drop. There's not enough. It's like cardboard boxes, man. I go right through them.
August, tell him to go over to that dump area over there.
Yep. Yep. Go behind the building there. It's a little cramped, but I think I can get the gyrocopter in there to pick you up.
It smells back here. I'm worried
I
about the
bet.
rats, but okay,
It
I'm
smells
going.
in here too.
I'm going. Yeah.
Okay, so Argus, describe how you're going to swoop down to try to pick up Kay, because that's kind of going to describe the role you're about to do here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fly above the spot and try to just kind of hover downward.
Okay. And then Kay, you're just kind of waiting to try to White Rabbit.
I'm gonna kind of keep myself next to the building because I don't want to. I mean, I'm in the trash, but like behind the building, kind of like I don't want to like stand out in the open and wait for him.
Okay. All right. So Argus, go ahead and make that maneuver check again for the piloting. Nice. You rolled another 22. Excellent. So you hover right back. You hover right down, and Kay, you're able to just grab the rung and get right into the gyrocopter. And
Fantastic.
Argus, tell me what you want to do with the gyrocopter. Where are you headed? You do have the coordinates
out.
to the Yellow Brick Road building where they're at, which is a few blocks down into Little China, maybe about half a mile. You do have that. You also, but what are you doing? What option are you doing? You headed there? You going home?
So, sorry, we live Upper Marina, correct?
Yeah. All of this is within less than 5 miles of each other where you guys are at, because you guys are literally just a few blocks from what's considered Little China.
So I'm gonna take the gyrocopter and I'm gonna let's try to do a quick flyby on Yellow Brick Road, and just see if we can see if there's any dudes on the roof, or if it's like reinforced with a big gate, or what the this compound looks like that they want us to hit.
All right, man. That sounds. I think it's a good idea, but maybe go up a little higher or lower or something to where they're not gonna shoot the rockets at us again. Yeah. I hate to
Right.
get some of this
Yeah.
stuff on your shoes.
So I'm gonna fly like right at like that medium height, whatever that is, like maybe 3 stories up.
Sure.
And that's so that somebody from the street or a lower building would have to look up, or somebody from a really high building would have to look really down.
Sure. So you maneuver through. You go about 4 or 5 city blocks, about a half a mile. As you, I don't know if that equates in this night city. This is a half mile. So, but as you're moving through, sometimes you have to go higher than three stories because some buildings are all of a sudden shoot up, 10 stories high. As you are maneuvering between them. But you're skilled enough with the gyrocopter as you are weaving through these different sized buildings to get to this next spot. And so in this part of Little China, it opens up away from these varying sizes of buildings, and they become more like strip malls, office centers, if that makes sense. And that's where that you come out of these higher elevation buildings that could be apartment complexes, could be old corporation buildings, and you are in what looks like to be strip malls on your right and left. And so what that looks like is, if you're driving a car, you could drive into these driveways where you would have shops that would be all onto the right hand and onto the left hand side. And so it's in one of these structures that, and it looks like in the past it probably had a lot of like nice gardens and fountains in it, you know, but now it's all broken down. The water's not running anymore. But the address pings over into one of these little strip malls that has about six individual office retail buildings, or what used to be retail buildings, on one side and about the same amount on the other.
All right. Cool. Let's take a low flyby and see if anything shoots at us, I guess.
Um, you think that's the best option?
That's the most direct option. I don't want to fly by this thing twice.
How high are you flying right now? Because once you come out of the buildings of various sizes that range from anywhere between 3 stories, 2 stories, and 10 stories, as I said, everything opens up into being no more than about 2 stories.
Yeah, probably about at the like 2 story level. Like maybe I'm imagining like 15, 20 feet off the ground, so we can just really get a feel for what's going on here.
I kind of feel like we should be a little further up and away from this place. I don't want them to recognize us. If we come back this week with this gyrocopter again, they're gonna think twice about us again.
Okay, didn't you call this a little operation, right? You said, didn't you say that?
Yeah, it's an operation, but you know, Kay doesn't like getting shot at too much.
All right.
It's okay. We'll be quick.
All right, I'm gonna stash this cash in that box you got.
Okay.
So
The supposedly 10,000, that's 7,000 euro bucks. That one.
the 7,000 euro bucks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stash that in his smuggling box.
Okay, cool. All right, so Argus, you're making a pass over this little strip mall.
Yeah.
Okay. As you pass over it, most of these buildings seem to be vacant, but they don't look to be demolished. So they seem to be probably more recently occupied in this one little stretch. As I said, it's about 12 suites total, and right in the middle of it is where you see figures coming in and out. Except they all pretty much look the same. It's not raining surprisingly right now, but it is there's a little ray of sunshine that is popping up behind the clouds, and with these figures that are moving in and out of this building, it's reflecting off of them. Like they almost look silver as the sunlight's reflecting off of them. You also see there's half of them look like they're wearing like burlap, like heavy burlap sacks over them. And so as you take this quick pass by, that's what you see. That,
And
but
like
they
about how many do you would I guess?
currently what's happening is probably about 12, or probably about 6 of each that are moving in and out of the building. But they are moving away from the building, walking down the strip mall back to the main street as they seem to be dispersing. But this one building seems to be the only activity that's happening. But the strange thing that you notice, and any of you that are looking out the windows, is that these figures all seem to take one of two looks. So they very obviously have been body sculpted, which your characters would know body sculpting is pretty common, where you can have, it's like advanced plastic surgery to look a certain way, and these people seem to have been use some type of body sculpture to look this type of fashion, either silver or this burlap sacks where they're very skinny and lanky. Again, you can't quite catch all the features since you're not up close, since you're just flying above them.
So the burlap doesn't have any skin modifications.
You can't see it from here, but they just seem to have a similar look. So it's not just like anybody's body types wearing a burlap sack. It seems they all seem to have a similar build and look. So the body sculpting would definitely get them to have all the similar body structure.
Oh my gosh.
Like lanky and thin. That's probably the best way to describe it. The ones that are wearing the burlap.
That's weird.
It's the yellow brick road, guys. It's the Scarecrow and the Tin Man.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Have any
What do you guys make of
that?
that?
Have any of your characters seen The Wizard of Oz?
No.
No. I know
That was out of character almost.
But I just laugh because it's funny. But I'm going back to the game and go. What do you guys make of that? You think they're wearing some sort of high-tech armor under there?
Is there some kind of roll we can make to see if we've seen The Wizard of Oz, Jonathan?
Yeah. So it's up to your character, but it's not uncommon because this is again the world of Cyberpunk starts from the late 80s, early 90s, and carries into the future in real time. Our world and the actual world. You just keep adding the decades as you keep moving on. So the game time that we're in is 2045 right now. That does not mean that a classic like Wizard of Oz that you would never have seen it. You could have. It may not be likely. But let me look at our massive list of skills here. Let's see if I can
history or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a skill here in Cyberpunk Red.
There's like education.
Yeah.
There's a technique skill for photography and film, but I'm sure that's to take it.
That's to take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I can say confidently, Argus has probably never watched it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what, White Rabbit. If you think you might have watched it, go ahead and make an education roll. We'll just.
I mean, I'm named after a character in Alice in Wonderland, so maybe.
True.
Education, you said?
Yeah. So with an 18, you've heard there's a film called The Wizard of Oz. It's there's Dorothy's friends. You've seen it before. You don't remember the plot. You don't remember if the bad guy wins in the end or the good guy wins in the end. But you seem to remember something about. Actually, the only thing that sticks in your head is this one line: "Is follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow." That's all it's stuck. That's what's in your head, and you have glimpses of like, wasn't there like a Tin Man or some type of? But the movie is so old that the costumes they're wearing in the movie, they don't seem to resemble anything to real life to you at all. So, especially in this cyberpunk world that you live in, that it almost seems foolish what they're wearing. So I don't know if you would equate that with what these people are wearing. In fact, I would probably say not, but I think you would see that there is some type of similarity that this, it's well known that some booster games do take after certain pop culture references and fashion their gang after it. And that could be a current reference. Maybe they follow some rocker boy and they all try to like body sculpt themselves to look like them or fashion themselves after whatever their music is kind of preaching. But some people do fashion their body sculpting after shows and such from a bygone era too as well. So your guess, White Rabbit, with an 18 would be like, that's probably, this booster gang probably has taken on some body sculpting to fashion themselves after the Wizard of Oz.
And is there any? Did we notice any sort of access on the roof to the building? Like, is there a internal access, or is there a way down from the top of the roof?
There does not appear to be a way down from the top of the roof.
Okay.
It's a one-story building, but you did notice that.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot to describe that. Okay, yeah, there doesn't.
That's okay.
There doesn't appear to be anything on the top of the roof.
I mean, it's one building and we have 12 C4.
I have 4 things of C4.
4. I don't know where I got 12.
But remember,
So-
hey, we can't just toast this place, man. We got to get some of the stuff too. They want 30 kilos
Of Emerald City.
Oh, so maybe if we, I don't know, look like one of those chaps over there, put on the silver skin things or the burlap. Maybe we can go a little undercover.
I'm never going to look like either of those 2 men.
Well, I'm just saying, like, can we toss up a bit of a disguise? Is what I'm saying. I guess.
What if we land the gyrocopter and just propose to buy and wait? You know?
By the way, as this conversation's happening, what are you doing with the gyrocopter? Are you still? I imagine you passed over this, so you can see.
Yeah.
You told me you were kind of passing over. Where are you headed with it?
Kind of banking back towards home.
Okay.
And I'm not going to pass back the same way we came.
Okay.
And sort of make like a wide.
You could
almost
go
over the water.
Okay, I was about to say you could go over out over the water of the bay and enter in the upper marina right there at like the southeast corner.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is just kind of hook over the water and just do as little of Little China as I can.
Okay.
I mean, there was a lot of guys there, but they didn't seem like they were carrying any heavy guns or anything. I mean, I'm sure there's some inside the door, but
And again, I just described to you what you passed over as you're about 20 feet in the air with a gyrocopter. That's what you saw.
And I'm sure they turned and noticed us, right?
I mean, they looked up, they saw you. It's not uncommon to see a gyrocopter fly by, but if you were to start hovering and start circling, that's why I asked you, what were you doing? You're just flying by it. So I described to you what you saw as you flew by.
Yeah, I didn't want to seem over eager there. What it feels like if we came back with some heavies and just maybe had a mutual acquaintance do all the dirty work. Right? Maybe we could have Grant sort of do some of this for us, earn his 10% or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think he's going to want more than 10% of what he's getting from the building if we try to pull him in on this.
Maybe. I mean, you're paying him a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, what is he paid for if he doesn't do stuff like this, right?
I don't know what the deal is that he has, so we can go talk to him, sure. Plus, I want to gear up, man. I got the shotgun, but we got some equipment back in my little apartment. We got some rifles and stuff. We can come in and we're gonna have to go inside and get some stuff. So it's either sneak job and we go in and we buy some stuff, or we steal some stuff, or it's we go in and shoot the place up and then burn it down.
The first one seems less risky.
I vote for gearing up and coming back, perhaps.
I like to have a trigger in my hands, if I'm gonna need it. I don't want to dress up like no poor person with a sack on my head.
All right. Well, sounds like we're going home then.
Okay.
All right, let's go home. Do I have a contact for Grant? Can I ping him while we're flying?
You do not. Grant is actually known by Rex.
Okay, but he
Grant
lives in
is
our. But
yeah, he lives
yeah,
in your building, but you were just a resident before Rex gave
yeah.
you like
So yeah, so I didn't have a contact for him.
not yet, yeah. So Argus, as you circle the gyrocopter out over the water, the sun is starting to set, and this is the strange thing about living in Night City is as the sun is setting in the west, it's it's ricocheting across the water where it looks first it looks you see the water, it's all blue, it starts turning darker, and then this brilliant red color, all these different shades of red as the sun is setting, and then the city all of a sudden just blinks to life where you can see all the lights of the city from here. Little China, even though it did not look beautiful as you went by, and as you're swinging around through the bay, you can see all the lights come on in Little China as well. And I would say for a moment, for all of your characters, as much as this living that you're kind of squeaking out, you kind of feel like you don't want to be anywhere else but here in Night City as you see this sight as you swing back to your junkyard. So
Nice. A moonlit helicopter ride.
Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful, mate.
As you almost got shot down with a rocket launcher or the Cyberpunk, but it's without any without so to save some time, you get the gyrocopter back to you're in a safe hands now. My wife is
Great.
sitting here making fun of me, but you're in a you feel safe, relatively safe as you get back to the upper marina where maybe before you didn't feel safe being here, but you feel safe now. It almost does feel like home. And again, your reputation's pretty good here, so you have no problems getting back to the apartment.
Great. What was that guy? Remember the guy we talked to last time, or we were supposed to talk to, but I don't think we ever talked to him.
R.
R. Yeah, I was gonna say R, but then I was like, is it really R? Like, okay.
He's a pirate.
Yeah. Do we want to do anything with him, or do we want to go talk to?
Was R a dealer in Little China, or is he here in the?
He was in the Afterlife, the club that you guys went to last session. He was you didn't meet him, but he was whispered about that he was actually selling Emerald City, the drug.
Oh, right. So maybe we go back to the Afterlife.
Yeah, Leo, the bartender, told us about him, and some girl that you flirted with told you about her.
Yeah. So should we head back to the Afterlife tonight? I like that idea.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna buy you guys a drink after getting shot at like that.
I think that's a good idea.
And you know, desoiling your helicopter whirlybird thing, I guess.
Yeah, it's well, we broke in the helicopter. You know, there's a saying in the family. It's not really broken in until you get shot at.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I could use a drink.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna head to the bar and see.
Excellent.
And
okay, as you guys enter the Afterlife, it doesn't look any different than the night before. Everything, all the lights are flashing, the music's still going. It's like as if it's like a whole night hasn't passed since then. Actually, I'm trying to remember timeline now. Oh, you guys went the next morning. You guys weren't going the same night. Yeah. Okay. So so Leo's still there with his two cyberware arms making drinks.
Leo.
Hey Leo, can we get 3? And have you seen anybody? Have you seen that R fellow hanging around?
Oh, okay, my man, you're back. Oh, you're still looking for R, huh? I don't know why you're looking for R. I mean, I'm just trying to. I mean, he's kind of a loser, but sure, yeah, I saw him in here. First off, what do you want to drink?
3 of the regulars.
All right, and so he makes some type of drink that looks like I mean, what it looks like is like pink lemonade, but
Perfect.
as you taste it, it's like super alcoholic.
Perfect.
All right, Leo, have you ever seen this man Grant who lives in our apartment? You ever seen him
Oh,
coming in here?
oh yeah, he's over there in the back booth.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
All right.
he points toward the back, and there's back toward the booths.
Oh, wasn't that
In my
grand?
booth?
Hey, let's go.
I'm
But
gonna quietly kind of go up to Leo after everybody turns to go see Grant. Like, hey, I'll have a water.
Oh, water.
Just
Okay.
put like a lime in there.
Oh, I don't have any limes. I haven't seen a lime in about 15 years, but I do have these synthetic ones. I mean, it's just it's lime juice, and
Perfect.
I mean, it tastes like lime.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, so he gives you the water with lime, and as you taste it, it's totally like if you had a lime LaCroix or something. It doesn't taste anything like lime. It's like this fake sweetener. So
Thanks, Leo. I'd leave him a tip as if I'd gotten a real drink.
okay, did you still want to meet Argus? I know you were asking for him.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah, he's out over on the last I saw him. He's on the dance floor.
All right, cool. Can you point him out to me? What does he look like?
So he points out to there's a few people dancing, and then there is a I guess the best way I can describe him is he looks like Billy Armstrong or whatever that guy's name is from Green Day. He has really like dark hair, but he has like his eyes seem to have like they're just dark underneath. He has dark black hair. He's short. He has a black T-shirt on, black jeans. That's it. Very basic looking. He doesn't have any type of cyberware at all, and he's just like lazily dancing up next to this woman as a group of people around him. And then he seems to be like talking to her, but then talking. Somebody comes up to him and is whispering something to him, and he nods and tells him something. He's motioning something to him, and then he goes back to dancing.
Nice. I'm gonna just not subtly walk straight towards him.
Okay. And cutscene real fast. White Rabbit and Kay, where you guys are going into the back to see Grant.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't even notice that Argus is gone.
This is perfect. Okay, so as you approach the back, because this is happening while Argus was asking about R, and so as you go to the back, there is Grant. You've seen him come and go before. Usually very tired. He is wearing he has full body armor on, but out from under the body armor, he's like wearing like those Hawaiian shirts, and it's like poking out from underneath his armor. And but it's very tight, like it's all tight across his biceps and his arms, and he's wearing and he's wearing basic blue jeans below that. But he has a belt on that's an ammo belt. You can see he has at least he's not making any strides to hide the weapons that he has on him. He has a very heavy pistol. He has an assault rifle that's laying up in the booth across from him, and he is just engorging on a huge dinner.
Hey, Grant. Hey, I didn't know you frequented this place too. Rex sent me over to have a little chat with you.
So he has a mouthful of food, and he's like, "Oh, you said Rex." He's Asian. Grant's he's got very short dark hair, and other than that, he has no tattoos. You can see most of his skin. He has zero tattoos on him, and he's like, "Oh, okay. You said Rex sent you."
Yeah. I talked to him yesterday, so we've been looking for you, but we've had a couple other things to go down. Hey, this is my buddy White Rabbit. We actually live in your building.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate, you're actually looking at your landlord right there. This man right here, he owns the building. You know that?
So he's just shoveling food in his mouth, and he's like, just take a seat as he's chewing.
Can I get you? You want a drink? Can we get the bartender over?
No drink. I got a job tonight.
All right. Something fun?
You could say that.
All right. So so we were talking to Rex, and and he's moving down into Chinatown, and so he's kind of giving us the building to giving me the building to run. So I wanted to kind of talk about. He told me you get something like 5 7% of what's going on in the building, and I
10%.
just wanted to see what you do for that.
It's 10%, man.
10%. All right, all right. Yeah. So what does Rex get out of you for that?
Well, you're looking at it, and as that you see his bodily imposing form, and he says,
Yeah,
"Let me. You seem like a very smart man, Mister K.
yeah.
Um, have you seen any booster gangs attacking the apartment since you've been there?"
No, no, just the people we had to put down the other night. That was there for trying to blow up our building so they could put in a tower.
Oh, which you were very conveniently gone for,
I was
Brett.
I was on a job.
Yeah, yeah.
I think upon thinking about the intelligence of that operation, I believe that they came because I was gone.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Tell
So
me, in addition to the building not being attacked by any booster gangs, have you been able to walk relatively safely up and down the street to and from your home?
yeah, 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 I got here just fine tonight.
That is my 10%.
So you don't ever run any jobs for Rex?
That's none of your business.
Oh, but I mean, like as part of that payment, do you run jobs for Rex?
My 10% is my reputation.
All right, all
Maybe
right, all
one
right.
day you'll earn a living off 10% off your reputation. Now I heard
That,
about what you did the other day against WorldSat. That's a good start. But you have a few years to get to my level.
oh yeah, yeah, man. You
And
you
and
very intimidating.
you sense in him that this is not him being cocky. This is just what he believes to be the truth.
Gotcha. So, yeah. So, we got some plans for our building. We're trying to bring in some higher end some people, which would help with that 10%. Are you willing to which would help you get more money, right? If we bring in higher end people, are you willing to kind of help us with a couple of things here and there if we need to?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I mean, like, so right now we charge people a certain amount. You get 10% of that, right? If we had a building that was a little bit more upgraded and had some more things going on, some better utilities and the like, then your 10% would go up, right?
Yeah, you fixers are all the same though. You talk a big game. You talk about all these plans. Rex is the same way. I mean, Rex at least is doing something about it. I heard he's moving over to Little China. We'll see how long he lasts there. But I'm more of a believe it when I see it sort of man.
All right, all right, all right.
So if you want to do those upgrades and you want to get those high end residents, I'll still be around. I don't have any
Okay,
reason to leave the apartment.
all
As
right.
far as running jobs for you for free, I sense that's what you're asking, and the answer is no.
Yeah, if it relates to the building, helping us all out.
Sure, if the building was under attack and someone foolishly did so while I was at home, part of my 10% would be to defend the building.
All right, all right. All right. Well, I guess we kind of know where we stand with you then.
Well, hold on. Now, Grant, what's your relationship with the Andersons there?
The who?
The Andersons, oh,
Who?
the little booster gang that hangs out, knuckleheads drinking smash, all that.
I don't believe I've even noticed them.
Don't they live in the building? Okay.
Yeah, on the third floor.
Yeah, they live in the building. Are you ever there? That's my question.
But are
Uh,
they a real booster gang?
All right. I'm asking the man a question. Do you know the Andersons then?
describe them for me.
I don't know. They got bloody mohawks, man. Look like rocker boys. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in
Look-
this freaking city has mohawks.
So you never heard of the Andersons then? Is what you're telling me? Yeah.
I guess not.
I see. And when was the last time you had to defend the apartment from any possible enemies? When was the last time that happened?
Right when Rex took over the building.
And how long ago was that?
Oh, 2 years.
I see. So you're saying that this man pays you 10% for your reputation, is that right?
Well, you weren't there 2 years ago. That area used to be very rough. I
Oh,
killed. I
is
killed.
that right?
I killed 15 people in one night. to defend that building. And that's when Rex said, "You can live here, and I'll give you 10%." And that's the way it stood ever since.
That's right, impressive, mate. But I'm wondering, so are you taking credit for the whole safety of the upper marina?
No, just that apartment building and the buildings around it.
Huh. Well,
this seems a little like an interrogation, and I'm not really comfortable with this. Do you have a job proposal that you're going to pay me for? Otherwise, I'd like to finish my fake steak.
I think that's probably a good idea, Kay. Why don't you just put them on the payroll? Give them a little bit extra scratch.
What's your normal cut on a job like? Like we got some things coming up. What's your normal cut?
Oh, who's in the party? And he looks over at you two, like not impressed.
Yeah, so we're running tech, we're running supplies, we're running things. We just need a good shot on our team.
50%. He looks at both of you. Hey, if you don't like that, there's other fixers in this club that'll do it for way less.
We'll talk.
Other solos in this club that'll do it for way less. Sorry, misspoke. Not fixer.
Hey, White Rabbit, let's go. Let's go find Argus. I don't know what he went and did, where he went and disappeared to.
Would you like a Would you like a referral?
No, man. You enjoy your steak, and we'll talk. We'll see you around the building.
Okay. While you're having that, and we'll get back to you two in a second. Let's go back to Argus as he is walking through the crowd to approach R. So go for it, Argus. This happened while you guys were talking to Grant, the solo.
I'm just gonna flag him down.
Flag him down. Okay.
Hey, come here.
So he's like shimmying with the music. He's like, and he just turns toward. He's like, yeah.
Hey, I heard you might know where I could get some Emerald City.
Oh yeah, I got some of that.
Well, how much is some? I'm looking for a lot.
Well, like probably like 200 a hit.
Right. I think you misunderstand me. Can we go someplace more private?
Well, I want to finish my dance, and he tries to look at the ladies, and they're just they seem to be strung out. The ladies that he's dancing with, almost like they don't even really know he's there.
Don't.
Or we can. This will be here when you come back. But you have an opportunity here to make a lot of money.
Oh, okay. What, you selling more drugs? You got something new?
Well, you're going to be the one selling drugs, but I have a large purchase.
Oh, okay. All right. So he just like lazily follows you.
Well, me and my friends, we need 30 kilos of Emerald City.
That 30 kilos?
Correct.
I don't have 30 kilos. That's a lot.
It's a lot, but somebody told me you're the guy. Is there another guy?
Well, I'm just the guy here in Upper Marina. There's more in Little China.
Okay.
This drug's big, man. In Little China. I thought you knew. It's all over Little China. I mean,
well, here's the thing: is I don't want to go to Little China. Have you been there?
Oh no! What am I, crazy?
Exactly. Do you have anybody's number? You set up a meeting with your guy?
Yeah. I get mine. I do have to go just a block into Little China, and I meet. Well, I can tell you all this. I mean, he's the supplier. He's one of the suppliers.
Okay.
You want to meet him?
Why don't you give me his number or give me a way to get in touch with him?
So he gives you an address and normally the time that he meets him. We just call him the Tin Man.
Okay. Well, you know what, R? It's I can't say it's been fun, but it's been something. Thank you.
So,
the address.
do you want to buy some Emerald City, man? I mean, I don't have your 30 kilo, but I mean, I got a few hits. I could even drop it to 175 Euro bucks if you want a hit of it.
You know what? I'm okay. I think your people are waiting to finish that dance.
What people, man? What people?
Never mind. Have a good night, R.
Okay. And then R kind of lazily walks off, and that's when you see Kay and White Rabbit approach you.
Oh, there.
Okay. Did you get any drugs there? A bit of the Emerald City.
Not from that guy. He's small time. But I got an address for us. We might be able to get what we need.
Looks like you did better than we did. We went back and talked to Grant, and White Rabbit here was trying to get us shot at by this guy.
Oh, okay. You folded like a damn beach chair back there, mate.
Did you see what he had with him, man?
Oh, but you're talking a big game, talking about I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then the second you meet up against a little resistance, you fold like a beach chair, mate. What's up with that?
What do you want to do?
Oh, talk about his rate, 10%. He makes the same as Rex. He doesn't own the building, does he?
He does not.
No, he doesn't. And how much security is he really doing? That's another question. I'm not really sure. He hasn't killed anybody in 2 years, isn't it?
Fair point.
Oh,
So what do you want to pay him by the head? I think yours would be first that he would drop off at my door.
I'll say we go tell him he's fired. Yeah, you're the landlord. I'm just saying. You let that guy off the hook.
Hey, gentlemen, can I interrupt here? And you turn, and there is a pretty fit individual. He's about 5'10", pretty big muscles. He has a large coat, almost like a trench coat over him, and he's like, heard you were looking for a solo. My name, yeah. Little birdie told me. The name is John Booth, John Wilkes Booth. And with that, we'll end it for tonight, as we'll pick up there next time in the afterlife. Thank you for joining us. Next time, I'm probably will be finishing the scenario depending on the plan that our edge runners come up with. But we'll meet John Wilkes Booth next time, the solo John Wilkes Booth, along with our party, as they describe on how are they going to take on, or what type of plan are they going to do to complete this run, their first run. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next time. If you've liked this, please like and subscribe. Also, leave us a review. Any comments are welcome. We do read them all, and so we hope to see you again next time. Bye, everyone.